Core assignment by Marissa, Grace, and Dylan. We focus on sleep deprivation. And this is the link to our article. The article chosen from the textbook concerns sleep deprivation and how it affects one's thoughts and actions. This article describes an experiment on people with over 28 hours of sleep deprivation.
This is the title of our article. Moderate sleep deprivation produces impairments in cognitive and motor performance equivalent to legally prescribed levels of alcohol intoxication. These are the authors and reference. Intro. It focuses on how sleep is important in our daily lives to function, and it explains the outcomes that could come from sleep deprivation. And the hypothesis is sleep deprivation is an important factor likely to compromise performance of speed and accuracy.
This slide shows our methods, results, and conclusion. Performance effects were studied in the same subjects over a period of 28 hours of sleep deprivation and after measured doses of alcohol up to 0.1% blood alcohol concentration. After 17 to 19 hours without sleep, performance on some tests was equivalent or worse than that at a BAC of 0.05%. Response speeds were also up to 50% slower for some tests, and accuracy measures were significantly poorer than at this level of alcohol. Conclusion, these findings reinforce the evidence that the fatigue of sleep deprivation is an important factor likely to compromise performance of speed and accuracy of the kind needed for safety on the road and in other industrial settings.
So this is my ad. This ad shows the image of a tired woman, and it says, you eat a coffee for lunch, you follow through on your follow through. Sleep deprivation is your drug of choice. You might be a doer. It also displays a Fiverr company logo and their slogan, endures we trust. This demonstrates what we learned in the article by the presentation and the message the ad is illustrating. The woman shown is staring off and looks absent-minded. This image is shown in black and white. These are depressing colors, and it shows the woman is exhausted. She's gotten no sleep. The article states that sleep deprivation affects her performance, which is clearly shown by the woman being spatially unaware. This advertisement portrays an unhealthy lifestyle by only eating coffee for lunch. With no sleep, it can result in unhealthy eating or no eating at all, which affects your energy level. It relates to the article because it promotes detrimental habits and sleep deprivation found in working employees. The ad's message, sleep deprivation is your drug of choice. It's being compared to a drug because of its effects no sleep can have on a person. And it shows results for people with sleep deprivation having the same performance as people with 0.1% BAC, expressing that it's like a drug. And they both indicate that the lack of sleep can impair everyday habits like eating or driving. And this ad also received a lot of backlash. How this could change my analysis or fit my analysis. This ad proves what the article studied with the effects of sleep deprivation, but the ad, instead of sleeping, encourages no sleep and to just keep working. So I would overall change the whole message of the ad to prioritize our health more and get more sleep.
This is my ad. This ad caught my eye as I was scrolling through the images tab on the internet. It is clear that this picture was set during the nighttime due to the description present, along with the faint light from the moon in the background. Dark colors are used to represent a depressive state. The ad states 4 effects that an individual could encounter after only one night without sleep. These include becoming more emotional, an effect on hand-eye coordination, impaired/less concentration, and drowsiness that is equivalent to a 0.1 BAC. In my opinion, the girl pictured is included in the ad to add a visual appeal to the written effects of sleep deprivation. She seems lifeless, upset, and drowsy. As mentioned in the article, this ad states the effects of sleep deprivation. They both focus on the same points, but the article dug deeper into how they could affect one's daily life. The article explained how hand-eye coordination and impaired concentration is very prevalent when sleep deprived, and how it can alter the way an individual acts. They both also focus on how the loss of only one night of sleep can lead to the feeling of a BAC of 0.1%. All in all, the article and ad completely correlate with each other and are a good source of information when relating to sleep deprivation. In order to fully understand what is trying to be taught from the ad, I believe a link to the article I read should be included in the ad so that the audience can have a reliable source to learn more about the topic. The advertisement did a good job of pinpointing the major effects of sleep deprivation, but in order to fully inform the individual on what could come from a lack of sleep, I feel like it would help to have the article handy, which focuses on each point in a deeper way.
This is my ad. I found my advertisement while scrolling through a vast variety of different sleep deprivation advertisements. This advertisement shows a dark-haired woman wearing a white long-sleeve shirt, almost like a diner worker. She is also holding out a steaming cup of hot coffee. She is greeted by a yellow background, which seems to brighten up her surroundings. The ad begins to say, "Coffee. You can sleep when you're dead." This is presented on the left side of the slide. My ad relates back to the article in several different ways. The first thing I thought of when looking at this ad is that they are presenting coffee as a way of staying awake. This is important because it shows how they use coffee to basically cover up that sleep is not the number one priority. The ad also states that you can sleep when you're dead, which statistically, no sleep or less amounts of sleep negatively affects your performance on a day-to-day basis. Even though coffee can help you stay awake for longer periods of time, eventually it can take a toll on a person's well-being. This is also exemplified in the article when talking about alcohol, because the effects of sleep deprivation are equivalent to a BAC of 0.05%. So overall, this is in a way enforcing sleep deprivation because the company wants you to drink the coffee without showing the negative effects of it. There are some ways you could change this ad to promote a more positive approach to consumption of coffee. One of those ways would be to show that coffee consumption isn't bad all the time, as long as you consider the portions you're taking on a regular basis. Coffee is a good tool to use when you're in a crunch time situation, but it shouldn't be your go-to drink of choice at any time in the day. Because the more and more you use it, the more likely you are to end up experiencing sleep deprivation, and nobody needs to feel like they are drunk all the time. That is our PowerPoint. Thank you.